playing for a few seconds,
Is back, and we have no weapons
and then it cuts off. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sean with Emerald Coast Digitizing. I convert tapes and films to digital here in Pensacola, Florida. If you need someone to do this for you, check out my website, emeraldcoastdigitizing.com. Let's get on with the video. Today, I'm still working on the last order from the last video with all the VHS tapes. They've all been problematic. I've had to take almost every lid off every VCR at least once or twice to adjust tracking and clean and all that stuff. But we're getting close to finish. There's 3 tapes left. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this next order kind of ready while those finish up. And then once that happens, I can put this order in the players, get it going, and then I can do the media management on the orange order. So also I need to take a look at this customer's VCR. She says that it plays for a few seconds and it cuts off, and I told her I'd take a look at it, and if I can fix it, I'll charge her 50 bucks. So let's, I'm still working on the orange label order from the last video, but I've decided to go ahead and start rewinding. You can see these tapes here, they're dirty, a little moldy on these. This one here has got sticky shed. Let me see if I can move this light so you can see it better. You see how that's torn right there? That should be the full width. And I was rewinding this and I caught it early. You can see in there it's moldy. Sometimes I'll just put them in the rewinder to see, keep an eye on them, and this is what happened about halfway through the tape. Now, if I hadn't been paying attention and I hadn't stopped this, then that would have just kept going. And if you look at one of my other videos, a customer brought in a tape where that actually happened at another digitizing or another transfer company. That happened to them, and they lost a bunch of footage of their wedding. So this is exactly the reason why I put things in rewinders first. I pay attention to what's going on in here, and because of that, I was able to stop this tape from being ripped completely through all the way down the reel. So we're definitely going to have to do some work on this tape. We've also got another one here that has the same thing going on. Here we got a couple 8mm tapes with this order. We're going to put them through the rewinder as well. And we're going to hope that these don't have sticky shed, because these ones here I hate working on. So we'll let it go. And hopefully it won't rip. Alright, well, we got 2 fully rewound 8mm tapes, which is great. I was a little worried about these. These have been quite the nightmare tapes. Kind of watching and adjusting the tracking on these, on this whole order. This whole order here, the whole orange order that we've been looking at in the past couple videos, past video or two, every one of these I had to adjust the tracking, had to pull VCR lids off everything. But all of these things, every one of these VCRs had the lid off, and I was gonna make a video, but it was just so much effort going into it that I really just wanted to focus on it and get it done. That way I can finish the order, because it needs to be done by tomorrow. I'm just getting these tapes ready to transfer. Just got some rubbing alcohol here. Clean this up. Looks like it's kind of etched. See that? That's because that tape hasn't been played in so long, and it's kind of starting to get old and starting to kind of become a little bit of an arch. And look at that! Every time I do this, I get rolled up, and then as soon as I do that, look at how weird that is. Oh, it's kind of sticky too. So we'll line this up just a little bit. Look at that. So weird. So weird. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but the tape itself is it's kind of rigid. It's weird. You see, it's usually look at that. You see how it remember those old pop bracelets? Those slap bracelets? It kind of has, those, it kind of is acting like one of those. You see what I mean? I push in, and this kind of goes out. But yeah, you see how it's kind of creating those angle points? This isn't what a tape normally does. This tape has been sitting in heat in a garage. That is not the way a tape typically reacts to. It doesn't usually fold over itself like that. There's no way to explain it. See that? That's the weirdest thing. You never see a tape do that. So weird. Alright, so now I guess we're going to look at the sticky shed. Or maybe I'll save the sticky shed for the next video. I don't know. Eventually, I'll set up a station where I don't have to pull this TV in and out. Oh, this one's got more screws in it than almost any VCR. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 screws to open this thing up. Yeah, it would be nice to be done with this and done fixing those tapes by the time those videos finish. That way I can go ahead and move on to it. Alright, let's try this again. Power up, fan kicks on. You've got this little head cleaner here. Usually first thing I do is take that off when I see one of these, because these things go bad over time. Just pull that fuzz off. Yep. Actually doesn't look too bad, but that'll keep it from clogging in the future. Alright, let's take a look and see what's going on.
But not Vipers.
Ooh, it gets that beep. And the customer said it wasn't playing, but it's playing for a few seconds.
Is back. And we have no weapons
And then it cuts off. So, do it one more time just to confirm that it's happening every time.
And most of all.
Yep, same thing, exact same problem. We'll power back up, it should eject the tape again. Alright, so it looks pretty friggin' clean in here, but I think it's maybe one of these sensors. Sensors are seeing me. So this right here is an IR sensor. You should be able to see it. Actually, you know what? This could be fun. Let's see if we can pull out one of these cameras here. Alright, but you see, alright, here you go. So right here is that little IR sensor. And there's another one the receiver's right here. The receiver's right there. And that's putting off an IR light. And that VCR is recording that. Or that VCR can see that and tells the player if the tape is playing as it should, and if there's any interruptions or problems, then the player will stop playing. I'm going to try cleaning this IR here, this prism here, because it reflects from, I probably should unplug it too, but looking at this prism, it doesn't look very dirty, but anything like that. We're going to clean, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but we're going to clean that little sensor that's down in this hole. And we're also going to clean the sensor that's down in this hole. We'll pull this gear off too, so we can get in there and clean it. So we'll clean those two sensors and see if that works. We'll dry it off. We'll also clean these off over here too. Alright, and we'll clean our prism off as well. Just in case. It doesn't look bad, but you never know. Bring back in. And we'll wipe it off again just because we touched it. Now that we got this cleaned up, let's put our tester tape in and see what it does. Power up first. And if this doesn't do it, this is all I'm gonna do.
Alien 3.
All right, still playing, guys. Yeah, I guess that fixed it. Just dirty.
Coming from Fox Video, April 1992.
Yeah, well, that was it. Sometimes it's as easy as just cleaning a sensor. Other times you gotta solder stuff, but yeah, that's actually great. All right, so but it's running, guys. Let's check and see if it fast forwards and rewinds properly. So we'll fast forward. And it works. Rewind. Play. Stop. Rewind. It's working good. Let it get to the end. Alright, stops at the end. Play. Probably might need to clean the audio head. Let's eject it.
Coming to theaters, summer 1992.
Clean the audio head real quick. Let's hit our player heads one more time. Give it a little dust down. This player actually looks really clean. It's bizarre that sensor was dirty, but if you put dirty tapes in it, I mean, it is falling. All that dirt and stuff does fall right on top of that sensor. So it probably just had a little bit of crap on it. Put it back in, press play. Alright, that got rid of our audio buzz. Oh, it's coming in and out, but
In a world where the sun burns cold.
only when there's no audio track. So, and fast forward because we haven't tried that yet. Yeah, I guess this thing's working fine now, guys. I don't know about the DVD player, but I guess we can test that as well. And this is actually a intro to Stranger Things and a scene from FLCL that I made to fit a 4x4 or a 4x3 screen. So that'll be kind of cool to watch. I got it to fit in the 4x3 because this was a widescreen video and I just shortened it so it fit. The way that Stranger Things is meant to be watched on a VHS or a CRT TV. I've also got this scene too from FLCL. It's one of my favorite scenes in anime. I just love it so much. Anyways, this thing seems to be working fine. The only other thing we can do is put a DVD in and try to make a recording, but I'm not going to do that. So everything works good. Just need to be cleaned.
The Navy is embarking on a top-secret mission codenamed Sleepy Weasel. I'm giving you a second chance. Something your father never had. You're the best of the best, Hopper.
That's the audio because they're puffing on balloons and helium.
Speak with the old one.
All right, so it's working. That is success. Very, very simple fix. I think she'll be happy that that works. I guess I'll let you guys go.